Hi guys, and welcome back to Pittsburgh Vaydor. In this video I'll be trying to modify the seats. As you can see, there's a ton of foam on the seat pad, so I'm going to try to remove that center section and shave, say, 2-3 inches off the bottom of the foam. Somewhere around there. I'll have to take it apart and see how much excess foam I'd have, and then put that back in there, reupholster it, well, same upholstery, stretch it tighter, and hopefully that'll get me enough room to fit my head in the car without any issues, but we'll see. First things first, I have to remove the seat from the car, so I'm going to come here. These are 17mm bolts, and I'm just going to remove those real quick. There's two in the back as well, so I'm going to remove those, pull the seat out, take in the other room, and see what I can do about the seat padding. Okay, so I got the seat out. Now I'm going to take in the other room and see if I can figure out the foam. I did watch a few videos on what's called a foamectomy. It's normally done on Miatas, so if you have a Miata and you're taller, this might be something you've heard of. But basically, you just unwrap the bottom of the seat, shave the foam down, put the upholstery back on, and you gain a little bit of headroom. So here's the bottom of the seat with the panel removed that hides the foam. And one thing about the seat that I think is going to make it a little bit easier is the side bolsters seem to be separate from the center padding. So I might be able to just remove the center padding without removing all of this foam and the brackets and everything. So I'm going to keep looking into it and tell you guys how I end up doing it. That was actually really simple. There were some just these silver rings holding it on through the gauge thing, or the springs back here, and once you take those off, the centerpiece just came all the way out. So I'll take this apart, pull the upholstery off, shave down the foam, and then put it back in and see if I can gain some room. There are some rings down this center column holding it in, so I'm going to have to go in there and slowly take those out before I can get the upholstery directly off, but it shouldn't be too hard. I think there's only a couple of them, and then I'll just do that real quick and I can start shaving it down. Okay, so here's the side profile of the foam. Up here is okay just because that's where your legs go, but this is where you actually sit. So what I'm going to try to do is mock this and this. There's a little lip. I'm going to try to add that back, but maybe 1.5 inches up, so it will be a lot thinner, but it should still have enough padding that it's comfortable, but I should sit much lower in the seat. So I'm going to take that off all the way across and see if that will work. There we go. This is the line I plan to cut out. The X's is the stuff I'm going to get rid of. I want to keep these tabs, so I marked out new ones about the same length on either side, and I'm just going to cut the foam all the way across and all the way through, and then this is what I'll be left with the entire way down the line. I have the first little bit done. I pretty much just cut out the outline where the tabs on the ends need to be, and then I cut a notch into the foam to bring it down to the height I need. And then I'm just going to keep doing it in strips. That seems to be the cleanest way to do it. I'm just using a regular box cutter with the blade all the way extended, going through and just sawing off the excess foam, and then I'm gonna go all the way through and just get all of that off and then reinstall the seat. And there we go, the bottom's all cut down. It's not perfectly smooth, but it's not that bad. It's the bottom, so it really doesn't matter. A lot thinner, got a lot of foam off the bottom, so I'm really hoping that gains back some headroom. I'm gonna put it back in and see how it looks. The cover is back on loosely. I'm going to put it back on the seat, and then I can pull through and clamp it down, and then hopefully it will be low enough for me to fit in the car. These are the seats side to side. This is the driver's seat, this is the passenger, and that's the original seat height that it comes with, and then that's the modified one. So as you can see, it's clearly a lot lower. So I'm really hoping that gained a good bit of headroom back. It still feels good. I have to finish stretching some of the fabric in the back just because it's kind of loose now because I took out some foam, but that's not too hard. I just have to go back under, stretch it out, and clamp it down. But overall, turned out pretty good, and it fits as well as it should, and just a lot lower. So I'm really hopeful that that's going to work. I'm going to go try it out in the car now. Okay, so the seat's back in, everything's fastened up, and as you might be able to see, my head is no longer above the metal pole, so I think it should be good. If I need a little bit more room once the kit's on, I can remove the sliders, but for now, we're good. So even though that seat seems to work, I'm going to leave this one how it is for now. That way I can wait until I put the kit on and get everything in there to make sure that it actually does fit before I go and modify this the same way in case there's something else that I have to do. So for now, that seat's just going to be in there until the welder comes. Then I'll remove that so we don't catch that on fire. And then once we get it welded, I'll put the kit back on the car and hopefully be able to fit with that kit on and that seat that's modified. If not, I'll have to work more and see what I can do. But I'm really hopeful that it's going to work. One more thing that I got is this quick jacks. I haven't set them up yet because I just kind of got them today. But I'll be able to unpackage those, and I don't know if you guys know what they are, but you pretty much just slide them under the car, press a button, lift the car up. Makes it a lot easier. It's basically like a portable lift, which will be really nice, so I can finish the exhaust up then. I really don't know if I'm going to go with resonators or just straight pipes. I am getting rid of these mufflers though, but I'm not sure how the resonators will sound, so I'm going to do some research, see what I can find. But the way it is now with no mufflers, it actually sounds really, really good to me. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so I put that little piece back on to kind of give me an idea of where the head's going to be or the roof's going to be. And I sat in it, and I have a couple inches between there and my head. So I should be okay with that. And I have a ton of boxes everywhere now because I've just been getting packages. So I'm going to unpack those, throw the boxes away, and then tomorrow the welder's coming. As he said, as long as the weather's okay, but the weather looks perfectly nice and sunny, 80-something degrees. So there's a 90% chance that the welder comes tomorrow and we get this all welded. It's going to be on Thursday instead of Wednesday because he had scheduling issues with today. But tomorrow, hopefully, he can get over here and we get it all welded. So I'm going to have to pull this outside. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see the welding video coming soon.